What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, coming to y'all with a quick video. We're going to talk about Davis Bertans getting a 5-year, $80 million deal. One of the best shooters in the league. This guy became one of the best scorers by just launching threes from anywhere on the court. He can do it off the catch. He can do it off the dribble. He can do it from 30. He can do it from the logo, and that's why he's getting paid $80 million. Because when you can shoot like that in those type of situations and that type of difficulty, and you get the long-term commitment, only problem with this is this team locked. Like once you paying Bradley Beal and John Wall, now you paying him $80 million. You ain't really got too much room to do much else. Luckily, they got Denny, and they also do have Rui Hachimura, but this team is just not good enough. Like, if this is your core and this is what you're locked into, this team is mediocre to barely a playoff team. So I don't really blame John Wall for wanting to be traded if it's true, because you have a bunch of snipers. You have guys that can create a little bit. You have guys like Bradley Beal that can take over a game and carry the load. But you also have a roster where you're a top 6 seed at best and out of the first or second round doing this. The only way this works is if Davis Bertans become a 25-point scorer. And even then, do that make you one of the elite teams in the Eastern Conference? That's going to be the question, because you paying this man a whole lot of money and he hasn't even become an all-star caliber player. But you're paying him like a high-end role player, which makes sense. But $80 million, that's a lot of money. But hopefully they got guys like Rui and them that continues to develop. Hopefully Denny do come in and give them a spark and some playmaking. And he seems like a guy that continued to improve. And he seems like a guy that can be very interesting. And they're going to need it because this team isn't one of the best looking rosters. But if guys step up and play to their potential or play above it, they can be a pretty competitive team in the East. But it's a lot of teams that are more well-rounded. There's a lot of teams that, have more talent, and injuries and other trades that come throughout the season and as free agent continues to go can either leap this team or just be as good. They're really, banking on Bradley Beal and John Wall to play fantastic basketball, which is possible because they have done it before. But future-wise, it's not much you can really do until you get rid of one of them two or their contracts expire. And even if you trade John Wall, you're taking a step back and you're still committed to Beal, who can leave for nothing next year, and you're still going to be paying Davis Bertans a buttload of money. So I look at this as a move where they really don't have much room to grow. Even though Davis Bertans is a specialist and is incredible at what he does, this doesn't make them a contender. And when you have guys like John Wall and Bradley Beal, you want to be a contender, because that's the whole point of getting a duo that are two all-stars, is to build a team that can win a title. And I don't know if adding Bertans for this money is worth it. And I don't know if Denny is good enough to be a pivotal piece at this point in his career, especially if he doesn't have an outside shot, which you basically have to have if you want to be effective, or you will have to be able to finish, which he's also not the greatest finisher, and he's not playing against the talent that he will be playing in the NBA. So it's some question marks to this deal. I do like the fact that they picked up Robin Lopez. He is a center that can defend a little bit, rebound a little bit, space a little bit, set good screens, unselfish, knows his role, doesn't try to do too much outside of that, works hard, doesn't complain, and competes. And that's something that they did need at that position. But at the same time, this is basically what they're going to be. They're not going to really get much better. And unfortunately, Wizards fan, I don't know, should be happy about this, disappointed, or just saying we happy to have our duo back and let's just live with the results. But if I'm a Wizards fan, I'm kind of scratching my hand and saying this is our big deal, is getting him for $80 million. And if that's the case, I don't really like the future in Washington because you need a superstar or another all-star. Davis Bertans is not that. So check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook. Not only that, check out my spread shirt. That'll be in the description in the comment section below. And you can buy merchandise just like this on my Facebook page and on my spread shirt. You can change the color of the shirt, change the color of the logo. And you can pick any logo that you want. And hopefully you Wizards fans can be happy. Y'all got shooting. Y'all got two superstars that can break down the defense and get guys open. And now y'all got some guys that can knock down shots. Hopefully that's enough. Other than that, this is as good as y'all team going to be. A lot of y'all not going to like it. A lot of you guys might not enjoy what I just said, but it's just reality.